Hey everybody, in today's video I'm going to be walking you through how to do the settings on your Casio Edifice ECB-S100D watch. This is module 5658 from Casio. Now when I say do your settings, there's actually a couple different ways you can do that. I'm going to be showing you how to do the settings on the watch. This is a smartwatch, so the other option is you could connect it to your cell phone, use the Casio app on your cell phone. You could do all of these same settings on your cell phone, simply sync the changes over to your watch. And that's really the easiest way to do it. I've done a video in the past that shows you that. I'll try and link it to this video. But the nice thing about this watch is if you're not a smartphone or smartwatch kind of guy, you can do everything on the watch as well and not even use the cell phone. I'm going to be showing you that. When I mention the settings, we're going to look at all of them. There's a couple caveats. There's things like adjusting your countdown timer default and adjusting your world time value. That really falls outside of the settings, so you won't see that in this video. That's kind of a totally different setting per mode. The way we're going to get to our settings is we're going to press and hold the top left button on the watch. You hold it down, you'll see it's blinking set, and then your hand should move out of the way and you should see an indicator down here at the bottom that's cycling through a name. That's the first setting on your watch, which is your home location. The home location is important because your daylight savings time value and your world time value kind of follow whatever your home city is set to. Once you're in your settings, you can use the buttons on the right hand side of the watch to adjust the value. You'll notice that there's a little blinking indicator here. That's just telling us that our hands have been moved out of the way. Home city, if we want to adjust it, we can press the top left button to move to the west. I'm sorry, the top right button, or the bottom right button to move to the east. There's a list of the full world city codes, home city codes on the Casio website, or you could just simply cycle through until you find the one that's closest to your location. Once you're done with that, we're going to be basically using the bottom left button to go through all of the different settings. Each time you press it, it's going to take you to the next setting. So home cities first. Press it again, it's going to take us to our daylight savings time value, DST value. You'll notice again, mine's set to on. I can use the bottom right button to adjust that, auto, off, or on. I'm not going to show you all of the different things. You'll see as we get going, it's pretty simple. Press the bottom left button again, it takes us to our next setting, our second value. If I wanted to reset the seconds, I could press the bottom right button, that would reset our seconds. Press the bottom left button again, it takes us to our hours. Now, the hours you got to be careful with because it's going to show them in whatever digital time format you've got, 12-hour or 24. So if you're somebody who's using 12-hour format, you'll want to make sure you choose the appropriate AM or PM value. Again, I could use the buttons on the right. It's kind of weird the way Casio does it. The top button will move your values down. The bottom button will move your values up. You would think they would have it flip-flop, but every Casio watch works like that. Once you've got your hours set, press the bottom left button. It'll take you to your minutes. Again, you could use the buttons on the right-hand side to adjust your minutes. Press it again, it's going to take you to your year. If you need to adjust your year, you would use the buttons on the right. Press it again, it takes you to your month. The next setting would be your date. The next setting is what I talked about earlier, your time format. So mine was in 12-hour format. If I wanted to switch that to 24, this would be here. This would be the place where you would do that. Simple toggle. Do you want 12-hour format? Do you want 24-hour format? It is a global setting, so it's going to adjust it for your digital time value as well as your world time values. We press it again, you have some options with regard to your date display. Do you want month, then date, or do you want date, then month? The next setting is going to be your language. This really comes into play just with the day of the week. So when you look at your Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, so on values, do you want it in English, Spanish, Italian, German, or I believe it's French? I think those are your 6 options for your language value. Press it again. This is one that's a little bit interesting. I've never seen it, but it's basically your countdown timer tone. So when you start a countdown timer, does it give a beeping noise or not? That's basically what this has to do. I've never seen this on any other Casio watch. Not real sure why they added it on this one, but that's basically what it is do you want a tone on your countdown timer or not? Press it again, it takes you to your key tone value. What key tone means is when I press a button on the watch, does it make a beeping noise or not? You can mute this or you can turn it on. Next value is going to be your backlight time. You'll see a value of either LT3 or LT1 here. 1 would mean that your backlight, when it turns on, it will stay on for 1.5 seconds. The other option is that it stays on for 3 seconds. The next setting is your auto adjust setting for your time. If you've got your watch connected to your cell phone, you can turn this on, and 4 times a day the watch will try to set its time connecting to your cell phone. It always keeps your time up to date based on your cell phone. Some people like this kind of stuff, some people don't. You could turn this on or you can turn this off. If you turn it off, the only time the time will adjust is if you manually set it or if you manually connect to your phone and set the time that way. And then your last option under your settings is going to be your power save option. Power save basically means if I haven't been using the watch for a while, should it cut off some of the features automatically to save some battery life, or does it just keep operating as it normally would? It's going to cost you more battery life, but everything's going to be always available and displayed on your screen. It's a simple toggle on or off. Now, if I press the bottom left button again, it'll recycle me through all of those settings. So if there's something I missed or I'm second guessing, I could go back through them. At any point when you're done with your settings, you can simply press the top left button. That will save, confirm all of your changes, and take you out of the settings mode. Pretty simple. It really works like most other Casio watches. The big difference with this one, though, is you could have also done it on your cell phone as opposed to doing it on the watch. Well, wait a second here. You'll see that my analog time is going back to my current time value, and we've successfully looked at the settings on our Casio Edifice 5658 watch. As always, I hope the video helps. Thanks for watching.